of NRM is the one to blame. I don't know where they sat in Kampala and started imagining who to delete from the register without an update. So when people were, because they were very sure they had just voted in an election of NRM, structural elections 2 months ago. So they were very sure they were part of the voters, only to be turned away. They are not in the register. How did the NRM Electoral Commission update the register without involving the voters? Number two, many people were missing the register. A village of 600 voters, you find 120 registered voters in the register. That differentiates the majority of the voters. So, because of that, the Electoral Commission has to answer. I don't know what other areas experienced, but here, majority of my voters were turned away. Some of them were even harassed for having gone to vote, yet they had been in the earlier registers that had been used in the NRM structures.
From the people who are in the office. And this, I just want to appeal to His Excellency the President to intervene fully. The people who are in the office have left the core value of the party spirit. Now they are working for personalities. And this is making most of the younger people to lose morale, to lose hope in the party. We are spending a lot of money to see that we build the foundation, we continue to support the party so that we continue to be maintained in power. But when at the end of the day one person connives with the others and makes others lose morale, then this is going to really disorganize our party. Because if you see what happened in this election, I don't know how I can term it. The registers is a total mess. The registrars, they are doing a real disservice to the party. All big issues which is spoiling our party, first is the issue of the registrars. That's why you find that at the end of the day, many people are going to go for independent, and Parliament is going to have many independents than even people who are supporting the ruling system. Because why should you waste millions of money to go for the party, which you are sure they are going to give someone, which you are sure they have manipulated the registers? And you will find as time comes in, there are so many efforts the party is coming to put in to support, they are saying they are supporting the flag bearer, they are giving them money. At the end of the day, they are going to lose. What option do other people have? They will still go for the independent, and they will still go for to the parliament or serve in other capacities. So in order to move forward as a party, first of all, we must start addressing internal issues. And one biggest problem we are having in NRM, and this must be addressed fully, the registrars, people who are in position of printing the registers, these people must be handled. These people, they are doing a disservice to His Excellency the President, and they are doing a disservice to the nation. Why am I saying so? Majority of the people who are now contesting at the moment, we are younger people. Majority of the voters are younger people. These are people whom we believe in one another. So when you are pushed to the wall, what do? At the end of the day, either you will come for independent, either you will go for opposition. But that does not help the people, because you need to be in the system to support your own people. And another thing which is also giving more this service to the people, people who are on the ground feeding the system information. The pesos, the gisos, the disos, as that line goes on. People have turned to be partisan. And because the system believes in them, So they believe that whatever maybe they report on the ground is what reflects there. Kumbe, these are people who have taken also side. So His Excellency the President now has to come down and know furthermore how to get clarity and more information on the ground. Now, a person like me, if you look at the registers, how the registers were, you find that the people who voted during the party structures in this final register, they are not there. Chairpersons are not there. People who have already posts, who are contesting, who have already been elected, they are serving as chairperson, they are serving as finance secretary, they are serving as, they are not in the register. You find in the register a person who died in 2000. They had even removed them, their names were not in the other registers when we were conducting the party structures. They came back and they surfaced their names. People who were there, they were removed. You find that a village, one village, some of our village, these are smaller village. A village register is coming reflecting 1,000 people, 1,000 voters. Where? In Samia you can get that one. A village. This cannot happen. Even to get, if you count 1, 2, 3, 3, you can. To get even 150 is a big challenge, the voters. But you find that the registers came with 500, 400, 800, 1,200. And when you talk, a person comes, because you are not everywhere. These are polling stations which are in villages. There was no security. People keeps on fighting one another. This is uncalled for. As leaders, as the people who are going to serve them, why do you make your own people to continue fighting? Really? Really?
I think you have been seeing on the press, on the TVs, how the election were going. Were not fair and fair. There were scenarios of where some DRA forms had the voters registered on the DRA forms were more than what the actual voters registered in the NRM register in villages. So we raised that matter to the deck members or in the tallying center, and it was not taken into consideration. We complained to them like 4 times, telling them there is a problem here. On the DRA forms, we have more voters compared to what is in the register. A lot of people are beaten. Our agents forced away from the polling areas. So you would find that we had no agents in some polling areas, and even we didn't sign on the DRA forms. So that was the challenge. Shida ilikuwa walipiga watu wetu, wakapiga agents, wakapiga supporters, ikakuwa intimidation. Wamama waligopa kupigwa, wakakataa kwenda kupiga kura. Ilikuwa wapiga wengine, wakivunja kichwa, wakipiga au kabisa. Sasa hiyo kitu ilikuwa imekuwa kwa muda mingi, ilikuwa mambo ya kidnap, vitu mingi ilifanyika kwa hiyo uchaguzi. Sasa watu wakaona ati hapana, they didn't participate in the elections fully. Sasa ilikuwa shida sana. Ndio wakasema hapana, hii kura ilikuwa shida. Hata tumemwambia wakili wetu awaandikie Secretariat Electoral Commission Board ya NRM, awaelezee vile maneno ilienda, lakini hata wao wanajua ati maneno haijakuwa mzuri. Zile DRA form waliongeza watu wengi kushinda wale watu wako kwa yellow book, kwa register ya NRM. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa shida.
Elections were not bad, though with a few irregularities. But on our side, we worked very hard and we kept the peace. Though there were irregularities, we were not violent at all, because we know the legal proceedings necessary. Just
elections were marred with a lot of irregularities, starting with the registers. Some registers were from different villages. Some registers didn't have the exact number of voters. Like one where my village had only 120 out of 400 voters. And the voters decided not to vote, said we can't leave out all these other voters. And most of them were from they were our supporters. I don't know the criteria they used to delete some of these voters. These voters had just voted in the recently concluded elections, and they expected their names to be in the voters register. Two, there are some insecurity cases where voters of other supporters, other candidates decided to riot and beat up other voters just because of somebody saying, I'm supposed to vote, but my name is not appearing. That one also caused a lot of chaos, and in some places people didn't vote because of that. Three, we had some other irregularities whereby we found some other people from unknown areas could come in different villages just to cause chaos. So because of that, I as a voter, plus other supporters, we denounce the outcome of the elections.
Nigeria batch correct mulonzi wa Honorable Dennis Nyangwezo mva mu sub county ya Buhehe ekiro kya Nyangwezo okukomawo ku independent okusaka akalulu kamuza mu parliament nze muwagira nti mutuufu ku lw'ensonga akalulu tekabadde free and fair mu ngeri nti nze mbadde following okulonda okubadde okutandika ku structures za LC1 mu villages nga zigenda mu maazo mbadde ngendanga mu registers abalonzi abadde balondanga okuva emabega eyo si be balonze akalulu kajjo aka parliamentary twagenza okigobereramu and it was late ng'olaba mbu kituuva n'abantu ngeri gye baagwa akalulu behind bane kintu kyaye kibaaluka ng'olaba omuntu gubalaba mugundi mu ligesa mbunusu wa Nyangwezo nga taliimu bakola idinga n'aba registrars ne bakola ekintu kyabwe ndowooza registers ezo bw'ozifollowinga bulungi size zandibadde nga tunokoza mu kulonda sijja blaminga party emu naffe party nga team correct naffe tunamu obusomosebwa obutono bwemanyi ndi bwe tuba tubutereza as a house ne tudda ku buntu ababadde bwe NRM tujja kubeera ne support y'amaanyi nnyo ate nga tulina omulonzi waffe ku ground one mu village yange bw'ogendamu gyasanga nti abalonzi mulimu abantu nga 25 abatalonze mu village yange nga down favor of Honorable Dennis Nyangwezo bw'otayimusinga village yange abantu 25 abatalonze ne constituency wide villages ezirimu ojja kusanga nti tuna abalonzi abangi abatalonze naye nga we supposed to vote for Honorable Dennis Nyangwezo. So bwetweterezamu enyumba tebulamu busomooso obutono bwetweterezamu ngaffe ne tutereza mu bintu ebyagize security whatever ojja kulaba mbu akalulu tukalina mu ngalo. So I support candidate wange ade mu kalulu tutandikirewo n'olwawo lwennyini n'okudda mu balonzi baabwe ku lw'ensonga bonna bonna gye bali bana support ye mabega.
that in 2026, NRM is winning all the seats of parliament. The president is going to win in every polling station of this district. We are very committed and determined.
To this victory, my people have really supported me, the voters. They have given me support from day one. From the time I joined politics, I really thank them so much.
waliwo yali epakati ananemesa naye nanu jesi ndamalire masomo kange ndaha oyambaho bandu befwe ndaho kolasi ndasomere baliyo mukama abambere habi eryo nerikina terere yohuyaho nambula mwiho ndikirego tumwicyananu Julius Maganga esindu sindababolera nti obukulembeze buli lwoba mu bukulembeze olina obaho nomuga kwasomanga mbwene heyo omwene dala olusungu mpulire explain kamuchaje mpulira nolusa omusala kutuwa sina nawo tubanga si ositogere omusala kundi kutuwe byamo okundi kutuwa sina kutera ne tent
kubabuuzaako katono naye kansembeyo kino muteeke ebbali bannamawulire ekifaananyi kino mukitunule bulungi muteeke ebbali